So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are gonna be getting into another ZVZ. Goddamn, these four Zergs just dominating the field, and you know what I really realized from the scene is trying to kick the minimap. Okay, noted. That's a lot. That helps, guys. That helps. Something to note though, between the for Zerg, it really feels like when you play the Zerg race really well, you are always at the top of the ladder. And for me, seeing how StarCraft really works, it's whoever can have quality and the quantity. It just makes a big difference per se. So absolutely kudos to GogojOey, to Yoger, to our previous matchup, which was Rex as well as Mystery Man. But hey, Rex securing that one with a 3-2 reverse sweep. This time though, it's gonna be Hong Kong versus Taiwan. And honestly, I know a lot about. I don't know too much actually about GogojOey. I've seen his games before, again into the Platypus Opens, but for Yoger, apparently he's also one of the best Zerg players. Looking at Ligalac, he's just behind Rex actually, and we are gonna be getting into our first map, which will be confirmed to be Deathaura LE. So we saw a very early cheese earlier on. This might be time to see if either GogojOey or Yoger can get something done into that one. We're just making sure that everything is a-okay into our servers. Seems like GogojOey having a little bit of lag onto the Taiwan side, but we are on a Taiwan server right now. Yeah, it's just GogojOey's side. That's highly unfortunate, which might hamper his game. So it seems like we'll be going for a quick little pause here and understand everything is going on. So everything is setting up. Yeah, he's just trying to figure things out. But looking at that aura, rush distance again, amplify bad at speed, and it's finally time to get into the game. Let's move on over with game number 1 in this best of 5. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go yet again with another ZVZ in the Taiwan-Hong Kong qualifier. Introducing first though, on the bottom right, it is gonna be Hong Kong's best and brightest, GogojOey. And for me, giving him that title is really just something he has proven so far. He has been all throughout the scene. He has been here, there, and everywhere. Part of Team GP as of the moment. He just joined like 2 months ago. He was part of Talent Esports, one of the strongest orders, honestly, in the region. And hey, he's had a lot of experience in WCS and different things like Neo Star League. And he has been in different tournaments here and there, especially like the Open Cups, if I remember correctly. And hey, he does as much as possible. He plays really well with so many, and for GogojOey, this is something to really prove to himself that he can make it against all odds. But on the other side though, it's gonna be another big gun and the Taiwan team and the Taiwan side of things. The Taiwan community, kind of small but very passionate, and they do have a lot of strength in them. It is gonna be our blue Zerg, Yoger. So looking at Yoger, this guy he's part of Clan Rush, if I do say so myself, but he doesn't really have a team though, and he is within the top 5 of Taiwan, again second only to Rex in terms of that ranking, but I'd say that he has to be one of the best Zergs right now in the scene. He also participates in a much of those ESL Open Cups, ESL Tours, and all the like. Blazing Series also something that he does participate in, but unfortunately hasn't really seen too much success. And looking at their match history, it seems like for GogojOey, he has already beaten Yoger before a few times here and there, especially into the Blade series. So we'll see right now if history will repeat itself, or can the side of Yoger actually come back into this one. So yeah, we are gonna be moving into Deathaura, and something to note about its 3 expansions is that per basic triangle, you have your second pretty much in a nook and cranny, but on the low ground you have your third, wherein this is kind of more exposed, but at least it's still on the high ground. And something to really note, again, these acceleration zones bringing in the speed boost in so many ways. For now though, it's GogojOey going for the 2 base lair to go into the Roach Warren as well as the Evo Chamber. Something I also noted again was if this is scouted early and there is just no response, well, it might be able to put a big damper. For Yoger though, he's gonna be playing more onto the standard of, okay, you're doing that, I'm doing that too. Goes for the Roach Warren, goes for the lair, goes for the extractors to make sure he's gonna have for Ravagers as well. And mirror matchup right now, with a little bit of the lead here for GogojOey. Now, Something I've realized from ZVZ is if someone picks a build, sure they're gonna be up by a few seconds, but in all honesty, those seconds barely matter because unless you are really out of position as the guy trying to react against it, it just means that you are gonna be looking at a little bit of a small engagement at the start where you have a small disadvantage. And in all honesty, if you think about it, like if you're getting a +1 upgrade and the other guy is 10 seconds ahead, all you have to do is make sure you can stall properly for 10 seconds, and that's usually the guy who's ahead on the attack. So you have the defender's advantage, you have the fact of the matter wherein you are holding your ground, and you can kind of sacrifice a little bit of HPs on those buildings because they're tanky enough to begin with to get your own upgrade and make it an even fight. So yeah. All about responses, all about making sure all of that is fine and dandy. But GogojOey right now going to be going for the third onto the high ground, but Yoger actually going down below instead. Now looking at it, even though it's on the low ground, it still feels more defensible compared to the one that GogojOey is going on. And in the meantime, Overseer going to get caught out by those queens, so will be taken down. Reconstitution looking to go online for both sides, and apparently it's going to be 3-base Roach into Mew to play here for Yoger over anything else. Building Roaches only for defense, making sure that he can rack against his opponents. On the other side though, it's GogojOey going for the full commits onto the ranged units. And GogojOey with these Hydras, I think I've seen him do this before. He is just gonna be looking to cascade on with a big ground-based composition. And as I said before, if you are gonna be playing the Roach Hydra, play with the Ravagers and the Lurkers, all you need to do is make sure you have more units than your opponents over the whole having your full army per se to really fend off these Mutas harassing your middle lines. Man, I'm really anticipating this matchup. I'm very, very excited to see what this is going to be all about, especially for GogojOey. I think this is the first time I've been able to cast the Hong Kong side. I'm not sure if I was able to do it before. Can't remember. But yeah, it really just goes to show again the Eastern Asian side also bringing us a good level of StarCraft to begin with. But Mutas though just dancing along into the middle, using that small little crystal cavern to make sure that they have a safety net. But GogojOey just in position. Even though that range has been nerfed, it really just goes to show that GogojOey understands exactly where to place things. +1 though going online already here for Yoger. It seems like +2 gonna be into the cards here for GogojOey as well, as he's already started the upgrades on. And the initial harassment there from Nuta. What is this Overseer doing all the way in the swamp? But yeah, the initial harassment there from Nuta, not really getting too much, and GogojOey is just in such a good spot to defend anything and everything that he needs to. Spore Crawlers being mobilized, and in all honesty, Deathaura is a pretty small map. Now you think like it's a square, right? But look at all those sides. It's really, really big. There's so many parts of this tile, but that it doesn't really use. And again, with the acceleration zones, I wouldn't be surprised to see ground-based composition really do a lot with a push. But at the same time, since there's a lot of caverns, a lot of crevices to hide these Mutas, it just makes a bit of a difference for basically Yoger right now, because he has so many safety areas wherein he can just set up his flyers as much as possible. And there you go, yet again, Mutas onto the eastern side, gonna be looking for harassment here onto the 3rd base. And meantime though, shots keeping on coming to the top right, and well, these queens gonna be looking to get in position again. 4 bases though for Yoger, as we still have GogojOey on 3. Army count and workers are pretty even, but if Yoger can keep this up, no, never mind, GogojOey doing the same thing. And it really goes to show both sides reacting, responding, and doing their flow as quick as can be against the other side. Anyway, Carapace gonna be going online. Here we go again with the Overseer, trying to get a little bit of scouting information. And in all honesty here for Yoger, since he has these Mutas, he's committed onto going for harassment here and there. He wants to make sure he finds an angle to actually get rid of a few drones here and there, even though it's not gonna be too much because of those Spore Crawlers existing. It's all about just making a response happen. It's a Stimulus looking for a little bit of a poke there. And speaking of the poke right now, Corrosive Battle to try and get rid of that Overlord into the front line. In the meantime though, for Yoger, he is going to be trying something else out a little differently. Going for Tunneling Claws, going for that +2, gonna get that Burrow as well. And if Yoger cannot beat him on the ground with numbers, he is going to be beating him with tactics instead. Guerrilla tactics from the Tunneling Claws, allowing that rapid regeneration to work out really, really well for the Roaches to begin with down below. In the meantime though, onto the north side we go again. These Roaches trying to get in position. In the meantime though, GogojOey exposing his 4th base. And that's exactly what Yoger wants. He just wants to make sure he secures his hatchery going down. That's 300 minerals going to waste there for poor GogojOey. Okay, now though, Yoger right now playing the Cascade on. Wants to use that funnel, but for GogojOey, he's holding the line really well and making sure that it is an even fight all throughout. Opportunity though. If Yoger decides to go through the ramp in the middle, I feel like it's very dangerous because the Ravager on GogojOey's side might be able to get the shots that he needs, and if he puts his own roaches in the way, that'll make such a big difference. But again, we go into the brawl. Yoger as well as GogojOey going for the Discus Colossus one more time. Still though, for GogojOey, he's really desperate to get his expansion on. Yoger is stopping him as much as possible, but in all honesty, our Red Zerg is in such a good spot for the defense, and he is really trying it. I see these drones just sacrificing their lives for the greater good. Lurkers right now trying to get in position to push on forward, and I feel like for GogojOey, he just needs to get a little bit more pixels to move into this one, but here comes Yoger right now, going into the funnel, waiting for the bow to connect. Doesn't really get much done there though. And we'll be backing on that. Those are opportunities there for Yoger. As soon as the battle comes, he can actually go onto the ramp. GogojOey trying to make sure that he doesn't overcommit, but he's the one losing out in terms of the battle warfare. And behind all of this, we are going to be getting +2. We are even getting the Hive upgrade here for Yoger, as well as that Lurker then. Hive also going to be going online here for GogojOey, because he desperately needs that range upgrade on those Lurkers to really pack a punch. But here we go yet again. Yoger pushing on forward. GogojOey right now going to get caught down below. Shots keeping on coming. Battles connecting. Still though, into this one, it's Yoger right now, looking to hold the line, looking to survive just a little more. GogojOey though, I'm feeling a bit confident because he did get a good cycle of hits there. But for Yoger, since he can really bring in the army again and again, it is going to be all about the brawl here and now. Trying to make sure that everything is going to be a-okay. And in the meantime, there we go with Yoger right now losing that Overseer. This is going to be a little difficult. If this other Overseer falls, he won't be able to see those Lurkers, and it might be time to get the hell out of here. This engagement really not stopping, really about popping, continuing on as much as possible. And this is what the Zerg race is all about. Never giving up, never relenting. We have not really left this side of the screen whatsoever. What is going on onto the bases? We are going to be getting some Lurkers. We are getting that Hydra then, getting the upgrade. But eventually, GogojOey has finally pushed Yoger out. What a long engage. What a tiring time. And apparently, we'll just quickly, as we have time to slowly realize our situation, we can actually update that stream title there, because we got into this match very quickly. GogojOey though versus Yoger, other qualifying match into this one, and we will continue on with Yoger right now having these killing claws into play. He wants to be able to creep on over to his opponent as much as possible, and in the meantime, we do have our Blue Zerg taking more and more of that control. Now, behind all of this, it feels like it's only Yoger going now to get that 5th, which is really interesting. I'm really surprised that he didn't do this earlier on, because he does have a lot of minerals and gas folded into the first place. But in essence, we'll see if it is going to be enough for Yoger to take more and more of that advantage. Upgrade right now, +2 for both sides, but GogojOey wants to get that 3rd. He is going to be finally getting that range upgrade as well. He's getting the adapted talents first actually, to allow that burrow speed if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's just all about making sure that these Lurkers are as potent as possible in a fight like this. For now though, at least Yoger is taking a quick little break and then making sure that he can go for the macro instead. He's down on that army count, and honestly, GogojOey can't be the one going for the aggression instead. We'll see though if these roaches can make a difference. Gonna catch out that Lurker already going for the burrow. In the meantime, Overseer gonna get transformed on over, and this is GogojOey right now going for a pretty surgical strike. But he's running through these Lurkers and getting no value. He's gonna get a few drones here and there, but the scouting force now will go down. And it seems like GogojOey realizing situation. Soul Lurkers on the other side wants to go for Vipers. The Cloud as well as the Abduct going to be very helpful to really stem the tide there and catch out these Lurkers in behind. The Mutos though still onto the eastern side, just making sure these roaches can't do anything about that. Viper has already been exposed here from GogojOey, and Yoger going to be doing the same. Reaction again from our Taiwanese side, and onto the north side we go, because GogojOey realizes that the 5th base is up and running. And he will be getting this one for free. He's saying, hey, you did this to me before? I'm going to be doing it again. Lurker still in position to get the hamper on. And GogojOey might get caught unaware here. That's a lot of damage into the south side of his units. But apparently, that is a few of those roaches able to get on the way. I believe half of them surviving. And in behind all of this, into the middle of the map we go again. Hydra's going for a few spikes here and there. GogojOey making sure that everything is protected into this one. There we go, the acceleration zone, allowing these Lurkers to move on over quickly to the other side. And just see ZVZ action, unrelenting. We're 13 minutes in, we have some big armies on both sides, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see GogojOey go for the final blow. But in all honesty, Yoger has so much money in the bank. Even if he loses so many units, he might be able to go for the comeback there. But something he is going to get supply block right now. And for GogojOey, he's in position. He got the Daks on, and he's going to be going for the push. He has the armor advantage, but that is still going to be Yoger with the high ground with the concave on. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty solid stuff from our Taiwanese player on the defense side. Really just makes a difference there. And hey, you know, it's a kitty cat right beside me. Are you gonna be co-casting with me too, kitty cat? But it is gonna be time for the Zerg Swarm to find a little bit of a skirmish again somewhere else on the map. Neither side is just able to get the push that they're looking for. Neither side is able to impose whatever they want to do, and neither side is not letting up. Really goes to show that both GogojOey and Yoger are hungry for victory, are hungry for this W, and hungry to move on to the next stage of the Masters 2020 Summer from DreamHack. What a solid start. In all honesty, what a solid start to our qualifiers. I was really skeptical, in all honesty, because of the number of players, but hey, if Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Japan can give us quality games like this, then all I gotta say is big kudos and more power to their team. Apparently though, GogojOey is the best, and he sets up a lurker. That 5th base is just never gonna be getting a good time, isn't it? But for GogojOey though, he does go for the swing through the west side, and he knows that this is a really good angle for him to take in the first place. Going for as many shots as possible. Here we go right now with a big bulk of units. Hydras lurkers in position. There we go again with the brawl. And something to note, this is pretty much Hydras right now for GogojOey as well as Yoger, but that is beautiful. Daks there in position. Brawl between the lurkers right now, getting as much DPS as possible. Counter of Daks though from Yoger. And the other side really giving up an edge. High ground though taken, and these Hydras can get the spines on. Yoger doesn't want to push there, and GogojOey able to take the lead on the army count. Still though, huge numbers in terms of the minerals and gas there for Yoger. GogojOey in the meantime really maximizing his spending. But in a situation like this, I'd love to see Yoger, you know, get to 200, not 200, and see how much money he still has, because that's gonna be the difference maker there. He's getting a better income overall. He's able to have the advantage in getting money, and well, in the long run, he's gonna be able to win out because he's gonna have more and more units into the future. But for the time being though, more Vipers in the cards. We've seen GogojOey be proactive with these Vipers. And for Yoger, it really has been a very reactive playstyle, not only in the build, but also in just how everything unfolds. But here we go yet again, these lurkers right now trying to get the hamper on. And overall, both sides just watching the diagonal, making sure that they are on the crown, on that trophy for ESL. Abducto comes online, beautiful catches there from Yoger, but apparently that is going to be GogojOey taking the ground instead. It really goes to show different targets there. Yoger yoinking the Vipers, making sure that those Daks aren't going to be happening anytime soon. GogojOey in the meantime, he yoinks away a few of those lurkers, and it really just is a matter of priority there. Now GogojOey can get spotted, trying to expand here. Immediately, there we go with the cancel to save up those minerals. GogojOey is the one who has to be more careful with his income, but right here, right now, beautiful burrow there from our red Zerg. He gets in the way, prevents the lurker to get in position, and Yoger right now backing on out again. You know, when I looked at Deathaura, I honestly expected this to be a shorter game, but apparently that is completely not the case. And anyway though, we still do have the Hydras and the lurkers trying to get in position. Really just goes to show for GogojOey though, trying to find a way on over. Creep tumors right now being spread, and in the meantime, let's see if this is gonna be enough for our blue Zerg to actually get the push that he's trying to find. It really feels like though that each side of the map is really just controlled half and half. Like the south side is really GogojOey's domain, the north side is Yoger's. Eventually though, the rocks do tumble, and it's finally time to get the push on yet again. We'll see though if it's gonna be enough, and here we go yet again with the Hydras trying to get the cascade on. Now the army here from GogojOey is not in position, but Yoger is getting stalled heavily by those crawlers, and this might be time for one of these two players to find the crescendo in this game. Yoger though just hanging on in behind, already getting rid of the north side of this base. There we go with the Daks yet again. Just those tongues really into play. Clouds are going to be there as well. The Hydra's pushing forward though, and it feels like your Yoger, his army is split into two. GogojOey in the meantime able to get the cascade on, but that is going to be lurkers getting that AoE damage. Push and pull. Here we go with the abduct, and it's Yoger as well as GogojOey going for the brawl, but in the end it's GogojOey right now having the advantage, even though he sacrifices a base to do it. Ooh. Oh my, oh my. Now, in the long run, this might be good for Yoger because he hurts the economy of GogojOey. GogojOey is pretty much in the gutter here in the economy after he's basically building 25 Hydras, but Yoger has to keep up. This is do or die tonight team here, GogojOey, because in all honesty, if he's not able to catch up on the economy, he's not able to cripple his opponent, he might be caught here, unaware by the amount of money Yoger has to begin with. But this defensive position is just so difficult right now, and Yoger is really stalling again with these spine crawlers, making sure that he's gonna be getting his army back. There we go though with the lurkers already getting those subterranean spines on, and here comes more and more of those reinforcements. Hydras right now going for the focus fire against the lurkers after the Daks courtesy of the Vipers. Here we go with GogojOey again, pushing on forward. And that is gonna be these Hydras right now going for potential last stand. Will it be enough? Yoger really has to buy time here. He needs to make sure his reinforcements come online in a good time, and it doesn't happen. GogojOey with the victory. Yoger unable to really get much done with that mineral count because his gas is quite low. And well played there. Just more decisive from our Hong Kong player, and he will be up by 1 map. Just the difference there. Really going to show what it is all about. GogojOey with proper aggression, with just the proper utilization of his funding compared to, well, Yoger, who had so much minerals floating and he couldn't really do anything about it because he didn't have the gas intake to build the Hydras, to build the roaches, which led to his demise. So kudos there to GogojOey. He is able to take that first victory. And we are now looking to get into map number 2, which we will be finding out very soon. But that was a very tiring game. That was a very long one, to say the least. And it really goes to show that these two teams are so competitive with one another. These two players are so competitive with one another. They are both on point with what exactly they need to do. And for Yoger, though, it really is just that whole reactionary approach. GogojOey being more proactive in so many ways, and that is where he truly shined. Pro-action with the Hydras, pro-action in moving around the map, pro-action in anything that he can really do. And our next map has been confirmed, and we are going to be going into another aggressive type. And we are going to be moving into Submarine LE. So yeah, Submarine LE going to be our map, ladies and gentlemen. And this is one of the smallest maps into the pool. Or just making sure that everyone is into the lobby again. But for GogojOey, if he's able to pay the proactive activity again, and he's able to get the advantage, then that is just going to be making a big difference all throughout. The real question is, so why so there's so many? There is so many. We have so many observers, we have so many casters, and we have so many streams of this one game. Wouldn't be surprised though that these players for everyone, that they are just happy to stay with the other casters, the established casters, but give others a try. Not just me. I know there's so many new casters up and coming trying to make a splash for themselves, and hey, there's just so much different content here for StarCraft. It's really commendable how everything really unfolds in the first place. But we are going to be getting into game number 2 in just a bit, and who is it going to be? One with the advantage. It's GogojOey though, up by 1. You were trying to potentially get on back and even things out. And as they say in StarCraft, if you're down by a lot, it really just messes with your head and also puts you in a spot where you can just get cheesed out of your way. But now it's time to get into game number 2, and let's move into another one of the CBC. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go yet again to another bout in the GogojOey versus Yoger series. Hong Kong versus Taiwan one more time, and we'll see how this is gonna unfold. Because introducing first on the bottom right, it's our red Zerg, GogojOey. And on the top left, it's our blue Zerg, Yoger. So we go again, ladies and gentlemen, and all I gotta say about this one is, well, for GogojOey, if he's able to play the aggressive style that he wanted to do in the first place, he might be able to finish this map a lot quicker than before. In the meantime, though, Yoger already understanding exactly who his opponent is, and he is gonna be setting up that pool first as well. Probably gonna be for the defensive trade. Hatchery, though, will go online already for GogojOey, and Yoger gonna be looking to do the same in just a bit. He did go for the extra drone before anything else. He did go for the extractor first first and foremost. So it might be him though on being the aggressor instead into this one, with Metabolic Boost being a lot earlier than his opponents. But anyway, for GogojOey, you know, it's not going to be the biggest time sink. He just needs to make sure his Zerglings are going to be in position later on. And that's what it's going to be all about in this CVC. Mirror matching, understanding exactly what to do. And that really is just going to be the difference maker all throughout. Anyway though, we have Yoger right now staying in those initial Zerglings. GogojOey gonna be looking to do the same with his 6 instead. And from the scout to the potential punish, that's what really is gonna be all about so far. In any case though, the Overlord's floating on around. We have a Metabolic Boost gonna be going online, and Yoger gonna be looking to play that Baneling Nest as well. So he wants to go for a little bit of that sec. He wants to make sure that everything is gonna be a-okay here. And here we go again. Yoger right now gonna get his queen caught out in the open. Throne's gonna get pulled to try and defend this, but this is just a little too much to handle. GogojOey is bringing in so many of these Zerglings, and this is gonna be a force pull already. Yoger gonna get hampered to the economy here. It doesn't matter that, well, these drones aren't dying, because the fact of the matter that these Zerglings exist really force Yoger to respond in kind. He's going for different pulls here and there. He's doing a good job though to keep the mineral flow going, but you know, you can already see that GogojOey has already got the hurt on. Getting rid of the queen, seeing exactly what's going on with the Baneling Nest, and how will our red Zerg respond. So he's gonna be doing the same. He's gonna be going for his own Baneling Nest. He knows he's kind of behind on the aggression. They just got a little bit of a lucky break there, gaining some value against the queen. But he needs to make sure that he is in a defensible spot. So he's gonna be going for the Cascade with the Baneling Nest as well as the Spine Crawler. This queen's already in position to try and defend. This is basically gonna be time for GogojOey to try and look to make a funnel here and there, and potentially force these Zerglings and Banelings to rotate from the north side instead of this base. But in all honesty, it really feels like for Yoger that if he can actually get the patch on, he can get the punch on, he might be able to get the shutdown against his opponent. But with that Spine Crawler in position, it really does change things. It's going to be so difficult right now for Yoger to find his opportunity. And look at how he's really defending this one. There we go with the Banelings, so going for the Bus Transfusion immediately on the Spine Crawler. And the early aggression here from Yoger can get stemmed immediately by GogojOey. Beautiful stuff from our red Zerg. He's able to defend in such a good way. Anyway though, still sticking on to the east side, we have these queens right now, making sure that they can mend the damage that has been brought along by the Banelings. So immediately we do see Yoger going over to the roaches for the time being, though GogojOey going for the lair. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for his own Warren in just a bit. And well, for GogojOey, he and Yoger are pretty even on the worker counts. Now, something to note though for Yoger, it really hasn't been the biggest hurting for himself, even though he lost that queen. He is still up on the worker count with GogojOey, as 2 of those workers do turn into buildings instead. And it really just goes to show how evenly matched these 2 players can be. But we've seen it before from GogojOey that when the going gets tough, that's when he gets tougher. And he's just able to get a really good engage on in the first place. So I feel like that's where the difference can really matter to begin with. For now though, Extractors are built on throughout. There we go again with the Zerglings pushing on forward. And well, you have these 3 Overlords having a convention here on Submarine. Even more so, these balloons just having a conversation, trying to understand what the way of the world is. No third base though coming online for either side. Do we actually get a Roach Warren here from GogojOey? Seems like it's not the case. He went for the lair, and he's going to be going for the 2 base Spire play. This might be a little risky, and he's going to be going for that 3rd base after that one. So yeah, GogojOey playing that Spire tech. Yoger might catch him unaware with these roaches in all honesty, because these armored units going to be very tanky in the first place. They're going to be making sure that they can get the punch on, that they can be as potent as can be. And we'll see right now if this is going to be enough. Oh, there we go with the pause though. Seems like GogojOey is lagging out again. And yeah, we've seen this before. GogojOey is the one who's kind of lagging out in a set like this. Hopefully everything is a-okay for him. And yeah, in all honesty, it's just going to be... Oh, there you go again. Ping check as much as possible. Yeah, we got some big names. I know Creighton Alston is casting this one. We also have the guys over at IS Buhay Productions. We also have... Yeah, there you go. So, We're just making sure. I know we also have a Korean cast which is going on. If I've missed anyone, you know, shout outs to you guys as well. But there's just so many different people actually casting this one, and it really just goes to show that, you know, that's what it really is all about. But now, GogojOey saying go go. Let's get back into the action, and we are gonna be keeping things up again. Roaches right now into the forefront one more time. Bailing's gonna get busted down, but these armored units are just way too tanky, and Yoger knows that he has the advantage here. GogojOey with the desperate onslaught of spine crawlers being built. This is absolute production at its finest, but the Bailings right now getting the bust onto the spine crawler that survives, and this might be game sim match here. Can GogojOey survive? He's trying to get that cycle of Zerglings to come his way. There we go though, with the Roaches already in position by the ramp, and they're just really taking down all these throws as much as possible. Zerglings still coming on in, trying to get this round on. Yoger gonna be backing on out, using the Bailing Nest against his own opponents, and in instances like this, that is just way too much angle here for GogojOey. Yoger just having everything he can and more. Onto the main base we go. These Zerglings gonna be looking to run on away, but reinforcements have arrived. There we go with the spine crawler getting the hamper on Bailings right now, getting it morph onto the high ground, and this is looking really dicey here for GogojOey. Yoger has everything he can and more. He does lose the Roach's suit, true, but it really just goes to show that the damage has been done. Beautiful defense though from GogojOey. He's able to hold on, losing out a lot there. For Yoger, I believe that even though he got a good position on the Roaches, he just wasn't able to micro that in time. Not enough DPS while the Banelings were morphing on in, and that is where he kind of faltered there. Still though, I'd say that was a good attack, because he forces it in so many ways. He forced out those spine crawlers, he forced out everything he can and more. And he just forced GogojOey to stay on a low number of mutas. Right now he is up to 6 though, which is pretty commendable, and this time it's Yoger the one getting forced to do everything he can and more. Stay hydrated, look good, look great. We got GogojOey though roaming on around again. These mutas trying to get, oh my god, beautiful mother of Bailing hits there. GogojOey, this guy is an opportunist. He just finds ways to force his opponent to do something. And how he funneled those lings into the Bane. Beautiful stuff to say the least. But hey, by this point in time, it really feels like for our Red Zerg that he's going to be trying to secure his victory with these air units. For Yoger though, he does have a lot of anti-air onto these bases, spine crawlers, spore crawlers rather, upbound in a set like this. But hey, for GogojOey, he's just looking to find a little bit up from free damage there. Wants to hamper this hatchery as much as possible. Queens though in bulk, looking to go for the defense. And something to note here for Yoger, he isn't as over committed on building those queens, so he's not really gonna have too much anti-air here. For GogojOey though, he just needs to go for the proper Micro, and that's what he's all about. He wants to go for the queen right now. Beautiful transfusion though from Yoger, keeping that one alive. And in all honesty, when I look at Submarine, I thought it was gonna be one of those underwater maps, but apparently it's just by the cove instead. There we go though with the push again, trying to find things out, trying to find an opportunity. We still have the Roaches though onto the west side. And I like that there's a little hazard to say, oh, a Reaper is gonna come here if need be. And that's what these new maps are about. It just makes sure that options are limited for cheesy antics like that. But hey, queens are still in the bulk. It's a mass exodus of queens right now, rotating all around. Yoger though not paying attention, can lose that one as soon as the transfusion doesn't come online. Anyway, it feels like for GogojOey, he's found his niche. He's found what he wants to do in this game. He's going to be committing on these mutas. He's going to be going for that +1. And Yoger, interesting enough, going to be responding with his own Spire. Now, will this be Muta versus Muta? Will we see the Muta versus Corruptor again we saw from the last qualifying match? That's going to be the real question here. But for the time being, though, Keep Tumors right now being spread. We do have GogojOey looking to play onto the north face, onto the north side, and trying to just find a way to get on through to his opponent. In any case though, it's still these mutas trying to find a way through. Going for the focus fire on the Spore Crawler, so good micro here from GogojOey will go a long way. He loses one muta to a Spore Crawler there, but in all honesty, he is just forcing the middle line to get pulled again. Now for GogojOey, this is really good for him, because last game, even though he won that one out, he knew he was down on the economy pretty much the whole time. This time though for GogojOey, he's making sure that he can get the harassment on. He's making sure that he can really shut down his opponent as much as possible. And in a case like this, these mutas are going to be facing off against the counterpart, the Wonderkin, into the air again. For a map like Submarine, you'd be surprised that, well, it seems like just nothing is kind of panning on out in the first place. In the meantime, though, we got GogojOey congregating on his third base. 3 bases for both sides. Neither side really wanted to commit on the fourth as of yet. And since they saw mutas on each side, they know they have to go for the Carapace upgrade instead. Now, when you go for the plus armor over the plus weaponry, it just means that you're afraid by the numbers of your opponent rather than their raw damage potential. When you go for the damage, you're confident about your own numbers, and that's pretty much the ideology, I believe, for what upgrade you get in the first place. So against mutas, you want to get those Carapace upgrades, you want to get the armor as much as possible to mitigate the damage from the glaive worms, because they do bounce around, they do less damage in the first place, and you know that the more you can mitigate, the less these mutas can really get value in the first place. In any case, though, we got GogojOey right now hanging on around still. Hasn't really gone for some really big creep spread except into the diagonal itself. I wouldn't be surprised though if Yoger and GogojOey just try to find their own edges, their own ends, and allow themselves to use that creep spread to the best degree without helping their opponents. For now though, it's Yoger right now trying to get that fourth base. We were saying earlier on that it's a little dicey to see who's going to be going for a fourth, but GogojOey has already gotten his and he's able to get a punch on, so this is where our Red Zerg might be able to start running away with it. Interesting enough though, it's Yoger going for Infestors. So, something to note that Microbial Shroud, the amazing upgrade that it is now not research needed. So, it basically means that you come with it. Your Infestors come with Microbial Shards immediately, and hey, you know, at least that's one utility off it if you need to. It will be able to hamper the damage from the mutas for sure, but in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if Yoger really uses this one for fungal growth instead. Put a stop onto these Zerglings, make sure his mutas can get the catch on. And big balls of fury from both sides. It really feels like this is a finals match already, and this is just our first qualifier, ladies and gents. Take my energy, stay hydrated. Thank you for all the love there. But for GogojOey right now, gonna be going over to the south side again. In the meantime though, it's still Yoger giving chase. And for our blue Zerg, he's making sure that he can find the catch onto the prairie. Feels like though, it's just like humans chasing after dogs. They're a little slower with only 2 feet. And it's gonna be time for these Zerglings to have engagement here. Going for as much as possible. In the meantime though, Infestor Pit leading to a Swarm Host, which is really interesting here for Yoger. I didn't really expect him to go for Swarm Host in a situation like this. Might be going for the pesky Nidus play, but in all honesty, if you're gonna be going Swarm Host against mutas, you are gonna get caught immediately as soon as the locals get popped. So did he actually cancel that one out? Seems like he just has one Swarm Host for no apparent reason. Might have been a misclick there. There we go though with the shots again. That is the Swarm was going for an engagement. Here comes the Infested right now. That's a beautiful phone call there, catching out the mutas of GogojOey, and Yoger using that one as the bait and switch. It seems like the Swarm Host was just bait, and when the Infestors come online, they just get the proper fungal to begin with. Yoger right now giving chase as much as possible, trying to make sure that he can really catch out these bats into the forefront. And on the northwest side, it's GogojOey right now bringing the flock into the main base. He is down on the army camp, and this is going to be the engage that we have been looking for. Muta versus Muta right now, and GogojOey going to be retreating there. But for Yoger, he just has such a big army lead right now. Who has the more mutalist though? It's still GogojOey. That's something to take note. And in terms of upgrades, it's GogojOey with the advantage. So for Yoger, if he's going to be playing away from his units, that is the worst thing he can really do. But eventually, the +1/+1 comes online here for both Yoger and GogojOey. 21 of these drones to have gone down after a beautiful run by there from Yoger. And this is where he can really catch up. Now, one fungal can make a big difference, that's for sure. More fungals really slow things down. Splitting up the army, gonna be even better. But for now, it might be the cascade here. Can Yoger actually survive? Yes, he does. GogojOey instead going for that Overlord there. And it really just goes to show there are so many different aspects right now that can be taken by Yoger. He wants to make sure that he can get these Zerglings as much as possible their value. Here comes GogojOey again with a big bulk of Mutalisk. But it really just goes to show for Yoger, he has a handle of every angle that he would like and more. In any case though, anyone's game still. But for now, Yoger looking to run away with it and more. Something I really have to note though is how Yoger uses up that gas. And he has to be very careful again. Here go though with the fungal growth, trying to slow things down. And in all honesty for Yoger, he wants to play a little bit of that stutter step action. If he goes for the fungal and catches out these mules retreating, he might be able to have the advantage. But in a more direct fight like this, GogojOey with bigger numbers doesn't really care that you are facing him head on. Doesn't really care that the fungal comes, because what happens to the slow if your opponent is still in front of you? Absolutely nothing. See, a little bit more of a pull there from Yoger could make a difference. For GogojOey though, he really has to defend against these Zerglings coming his way. For now though, Mule's gonna be back into the fight, back into the fold, going for the DPS as much as possible. And there we go with the shutdown on the run by this time, but 6 drones have already gone down. And for Yoger, he's just absolutely unrelenting. He will not stop whatsoever against GogojOey and his army, not stop against his base as well. And this is an opportunity right now for Yoger though to potentially go for the fungal growth here against these mutas. GogojOey trying to be spicy, trying to catch out those infestors, and he's able to do so. But in the meantime, he is going to be going for the brawl. The queens are in position. There we go, transfusions being caught along, and GogojOey going to be backing on out instead because he realizes his base has been hampered again. This third base already shut down by these Zerglings, and GogojOey is running out of money. He's halfway on the worker count. He has no money in the bank, and all he has now are all these mutas. Well played here by Yoger. He's able to basically even up the mutalist count, and here we go again with harassment for Yoger. It really just is all about understanding exactly where his opponent is gonna be. 15 throws have already gone down, and here comes the bats swarming again to go for the brawl. Time to see who might have the better mutable here in terms of upgrades. Is pretty even, but no, apparently GogojOey with the +2 on the carapace instead. He still has a chance, but as soon as Yoger realizes that he has the bigger numbers, he might be able to just push on forward instead. He just really has to be careful against the muta versus Buta, and that's what the Infestor is all about, trying to get the catch on with the fungal. The queens have already got in position because he knows that the advantage is there. And in an instance like this, with more mutals coming the way of Yoger, I wouldn't be surprised if GogojOey calls it quits here very, very soon. One gauge though might make the difference. And even though the hatchery will go down for Yoger, he will be happy to just get the time away from GogojOey. Again comes the engagement. There we go with the fungal! And then it's gonna be time for the brawl to happen here and now. Infestor will go down though, and Yoger unrelenting with the glaive worms, keeping things up, and GogojOey call it. That is Yoger getting the catch that he has been looking for, and we are all tied up 1-1. There we go, ladies and gents. There we freaking go. And that's what it is truly all about. Well played indeed. And hey. What a match. And it's so unfortunate for GogojOey. It seems like he's having a few lag issues here and there. Might be his internet dropping a little bit. But in all honesty, you know, just how the infestors there brought along by Yoger, making a big difference. Those fungals absolutely huge. And hey, you know, I was just joking about the Macrobo Shroud. It really was just all about the fungal growths to make such a big difference. And Yoger, what a victory there. How about rebooting? Yeah, we hope, I really hope that for GogojOey is able to figure things out, because we are going to be getting into a third map very, very soon. And yeah, if we are going to be looking to take a little break there, all I gotta say is it's been a very, very humbling experience so far. It's been very, very interesting. I'd love to see actually what's the other streams going on, so we might hear it real quick, guys. What else? Where's the big boys? Where is I'm looking around actually. Who's casting what? And I'll love to see the other language streams, because you know it's gonna be very, very interesting to see that one happen. But hey, it's been quite a time, and apparently we are gonna be getting into the third game. Really interesting to see these lobbies in Chinese, but our third map apparently is gonna be something that we saw banned out earlier on, and this map will be very interesting to say the least, because it's a mirror matchup wherein both sides are just gonna be looking to creep on over against one another, and our third map for this set will be Golden Wall LE. So we got Deathaura done, we got Submarine done as well. Golden Wall gonna be next on the list, and whoever wins this will have the advantage moving into map number 4. So we are secured at least a 4th map. We're gonna be looking to see if a 5th is gonna be coming our way as well. We saw the reverse sweep earlier on. The real question is, will we be getting enough done in the first place? Will we be getting our full 5-round affair? That's gonna be the real question. Hopefully though, you know, I've been casting for quite a while, but do have a bunch of other things to do. Hopefully all the friends, all the people who are in position with all of that, just get those things going. Big shout outs of course to the communes here on the Daks PH. Big shout outs to everyone who's been supporting so far the stream. And big shout outs to everyone who's supporting these players. But it's now time to get into game number 5. We are all tied up, and let's get into Golden Wall. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go yet again into another match. Introducing first, on the west side of Golden Wall, it's our Red Zerg from Hong Kong, GogojOey. And in the meantime, on the east side of Golden Wall, it's our Blue Zerg, Yoger. So while we are looking at this, while we are waiting on for this match to start off, I'm gonna be looking real quick at a little bit of that match history here between GogojOey as well as Yoger. So for GogojOey, he's been playing a bunch of ZVZ, 49% win rate. For Yoger, it's only 43, which means that for both sides, they're under the 50% mark. And even though they're different quantities, it really goes to show this is a matchup perhaps that they might struggle with. But the real question is who has the edge on who? Because it feels like for GogojOey, he does have a lot more games under his belt, and around 547 there, and you know it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Looking around though, he has beaten Yoger before, and the Blazy Series Reality 2020 monthly April, he won it at 1 out 2-1 against him. He's also beat him out again on another Blazing Series all the way in March, and apparently we had Yoger win 1 out 2-1 there. So what, 2-2-2 to 2-3? Oh, Yoger. Okay, 3-3. I'm just gonna do some counting, guys, real quick. So basically, these guys pretty even. I'm just not even gonna bother because we're getting pretty late into that one. But overall, for the past like half year plus, you know, you could say that these guys have a pretty even win rate with one another. So this is really gonna be a competitive one. For Yoger though, he is gonna be going for a very quick transition to the Richmond on the field. Now, this entails a lot of risk, in all honesty, for Yoger, especially because GogojOey sees this coming. Because one thing to note is GogojOey is already ready with his pool, and we saw earlier on how he can be very, very harassing with it. Something to also note that for Yoger, his bases aren't secured whatsoever. They're not connected by creep whatsoever. They're not gonna be A-OK as soon as, well, these Zerglings for GogojOey are in position. And I understand the risk. I understand exactly why you would like to do it on Golden Wall because of that Richmond field. But it is very, very, very dangerous. And we'll see right now if Yoger can actually stem the tide here, because he does get Queen online. GogojOey in an instance like this gonna be going to the north side, and something to note for GogojOey, he's immediately going for Lairtech. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does go for the Roach Warren very soon, because he might be able to punish his opponent in terms of positioning. But if Yoger is just left to his own devices and he's not gonna get stopped whatsoever with the Richmond field, I wouldn't be surprised if our Blue Zerg is able to take the lead into this one. Anyway though, on to the east side we go again. We have GogojOey looking to rotate as much as possible, and Yoger in the meantime getting the catch on. For the time being though, Baneling Nest is going to be popping on out. We do have more and more of these buildings coming online, Evo Chambers as well as the Roach Warren into play. And in a situation like this, it really feels like for GogojOey, he's just looking to find a way to punish his opponent, but then he realizes that, oh, okay, I can't really stop all these Zerglings right now coming my way because this is so much money, so much minimals there for Yoger, and he is going to be looking to defend with Evo Chambers as well as the wall being built there in the first place. Now, interesting cancels there from GogojOey. He wasn't really happy with how his Spine Crawler was in position, and he was kind of afraid of the Banelings getting the burst on in the first place. So for Yoger, he realizes that there's no Spine Crawler there. He is going to be hanging back with the Banelings, desperate to try and get the bus on later. And now that is going to be time for the bus. Two of those buildings immediately going down. There we go with the Brulix in position. One Baneling saying, gonna say no. That is going to be enough about those those units. And that is GogojOey right now with a Roach to play for. Spine Crawler though still going to get caught. No matter the cancel, it's not going to be enough. Yoger right now forcing out the transition from the second rather to the main. And the big thing that has to hurt here GogojOey is because this is the Lairtech down below. That's a big investment there for GogojOey, and Yoger gonna be able to keep things up. He's going for the third base right now as GogojOey is desperate to go for the defense. And in a situation like this, it seems like our Blues are not gonna be fully committing into that one. At least for GogojOey, he's able to defend that. Well played there, putting the queens on the ramp already, preventing the surround from those links, and he's able to set up that wall again. But behind all of this, of course, every attack leads to macro if he chooses to. And for Yoger, he's going for that third base. He didn't overcommit. He wants to make sure that he's primed and ready for a long game. And I really respect that. I like that a lot better when you feel like your attack isn't going to be as decisive as you would like. Going for expansion and still harassing your opponent is the best way to go about things. So lead right now for Yoger, and GogojOey barely has an army in all honesty to really try to go for a counter-attack, even though Yoger barely has anything to begin with. 43 workers versus 32, good setup here for Yoger as well to make sure that there are small little funnels for the Zerglings to be unable to really get that maximum amount of DPS. But in the meantime, it's Nidus time here from GogojOey. Does Yoger know that this is coming? That's gonna be the real question. There is a little bit of section really understanding what is going on. But I think this might be an interesting play here from our Red Zerg because he is going to be sending in these roaches. Going to be looking to harass this golden wall mineral line. And there we go, from in behind. This is exactly what we were talking about. It's not even about your hatchery going down. It's just a whole fact of the matter that if someone is behind this mineral line, it's just so difficult to do anything about it. You need to have your own funnel onto the minerals, and you don't want to be doing that. And Nidus network right now from GogojOey going to the southeast side, and effectively, because of the full presence of the roaches, it's Yoger onto base. Here comes more and more of that harassment. Those Zerglings going to be in position. Roach going to be there as well. And it's time for the Queens to come on through. Good defense though from Yoger. He has enough roaches right now to stem that side. These Queens starting to get the DPS on. GogojOey going to get beaten back here and has to back into the Nidus Worm instead. On the other side though, as this attack fails, it's still GogojOey preventing this base from getting anything done. Now something also to note is you can't really put a crawler there because, well, it will kind of block your units. It's just so difficult to really defend a setup like this. So you can really see for GogojOey, at least he's finally found the punish that he's been looking for. And with Ravagers right now in position, we are going to be seeing that Val look for the connection. So, on two bases for our Zerg, he just wants to harass his opponent as much as possible. He wants to make sure that Yoger is always on his toes as Larva 2 spawn out from the golden hatchery. In the meantime though, there we go with the Bile again. Spinecrawler right now in position, and I'd love to see GogojOey decide to Bile somewhere that actually hits that Spinecrawler rather than just the hatchery, rather than just the drones. Might allow him a little bit of opportunity there, but Overlord right now gonna get taken down by Yoger. Doesn't want to deal with those Nidus shenanigans anymore. In the meantime for GogojOey, he's already deflating the south side, and here we go again with that Nidus Worm. And can Yoger actually respond into this one? He's sending his army to go for the attack, and he's going to be double backing saying, oh my, I'm actually going to be under attack. Never mind, not going to bother with that kind of push. And this does allow GogojOey to basically find his footing, because Yoger did not go for another base. He is going for a run right now, as I say that apparently. But he did go for a bigger army instead, and Roach's Ravagers looking to get in position to go for the push right here, right now. Constitution gonna be into the cards as well here for GogojOey, so might have a good fracking punch if he does get forced out into this one. But in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if Yoger decides to just fully commit with his big Roach Ravager push. This is a lot of units right now knocking on the wall of Yoger, and this is going to be potentially time to get the bust on down. Roach Warren getting hampered here. The Queen going to be on the west side. Here we go with the ball, looking for the connection yet again, and that is going to be the Roach Warren getting shut down immediately. Rubens though, in position one more time, going for the push as much as possible, and GogojOey on the high ground in a scenario like this. Good defense here from our Red Zerg, and apparently these Roaches and Ravagers still looking nigh unstoppable. This Baneliness is really complaining. It's saying, guys, I'm just a floating thing. How does the Baneliness even work in all honesty? It has that spike there, and it's really connected by whipping. How does that even make sense? But, you know, it's a creature. All these units are alive. All these buildings are alive, that's for sure. And it'd be very, very scary to see a building actually attack me from the Zerg swarm. But hey, it doesn't work in the game, and in an instance like this, GogojOey is his biggest best of them all. The fact of the matter that these Ravagers and Roaches exist has already hurt Yoger. And the best thing he can do right now is literally do this. He finally realizes that he has to mine out this mineral field. But while he's doing that, he is going to get hampered onto the southeast side. And GogojOey, you know, this is the antics we were talking about earlier on, and it is going to be him doing all he can to really hurt his opponent. Riddle is going to be trying to get on outs here from those eggs. But in all honesty, it's still GogojOey getting some really good value there on the southeast. Harassment on point, plus 2 all 9 here for Yoger, and GogojOey right now using that bait and switch to get on through to the rich mineral field base. It's now time to finally get rid of this second. It's finally time to get rid of that economy boost, and GogojOey gonna be happy about all he can do and more. So something to note for GogojOey, he's still on the down and down. Even though he got rid of that base, he's only getting his fort right now. This is where he can actually take the lead. But in terms of that workout, in terms of that army, he's always forced to play defensively. Now, with the Nihilus Network in play, and with Yoger unable to really shut those worms down, that is where GogojOey is able to get all the harassment he wants and more. Speaking of harassment though, here we go again with the Mutants from Yoger, and he's really giving the push on again. Nihilus Network goes still into the cards. There we go with the drones not being hampered with the Spore Roll not in position. GogojOey though decided to play the Corrupted Root instead to play the tackiness versus the damage. And well, in instances like this, it's not high time to see all these drones get bursted on apart. Damage again being done all throughout. And here we go now with these Corruptors getting felled. Yoger just in position onto the natural. But on the other side, it's time for GogojOey to go for his own push. Might be an all-in here for GogojOey because he only has 19 workers. But then all else fails. It is going to be GG. Yoger right now onto the high ground again, playing the push-pull tactics. He's just sending in those mutants as well at the same time. There we go though with a little bit of less focus fire, but the bombs will connect. And this is GogojOey's opportunity. He's catching out these roaches on the west side. And the TG is called, even though after all of this is happening, it's still Yoger getting the DPS into those bases. And it is victory again for our Taiwanese Zerg. So when action happens on both sides of the map, you just have to pick one, and in an instance like this, even though GogojOey was winning that one out, you can already see the flashing on the west side. It really was just way too much to handle. And when you don't have an economy, what is really the point? You're not going to be able to build anything anyway, you're not going to be able to trade evenly. And in the end, that's victory right there for Yoger again. He is now on match point, he is now just up by 1. And the real question is, can he finish things off after... Well, GogojOey showed up really well on that aura. It was a very, very close match, but with how close it was, it felt like for Yoger, he understood what went wrong there. And showing up on Submarine as well as Golden Wall, and, well, that is exactly where he can really, really go strong in. But in any case, all I gotta say about this is, between Yoger and GogojOey, these are some of the best Zergs in the Asian scene, especially in this regional qualifier. And all I gotta say is, whoever wins this is gonna be joining a few greats already invited. So Has and Nice have already been invited directly based on just their history, based on just how great they are to begin with. And they are basically looking to be the favorites for the region. But with the qualifiers instead, this gives a lot of opportunities, like people like Yoger, people like GogojOey, people like Rilakkuma Leon, people like Rex, to basically prove themselves, as well as the rest of the community, that they are here to stay, they are here to play, and they are here to show up in so many ways. It's not just about big names, and it really goes through to everything all about StarCraft. You just have to work your way up from down below. You also have to make sure that you grind, you make sure that you take opportunities you can, if it fits your schedule, and that goes to a player, it goes to a caster, it goes to an observer, anyone and everyone, because this is a very, very passionate community. But now we are going to be moving on to game number 4, and our 4th map has been confirmed to be Everdream LE. So a classic one here between GogojOey and Yoger. And in all honesty, whoever is more active on the scene might have the advantage here. But looking at their match history, both stars are just so active. They've been playing a lot of StarCraft. They've been grinding like crazy. And we are going to be moving on to the game. Game number 4 right now. It's GogojOey with 1. It's Yoger with 2. And let's move into the next set. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go again. Match point right now for our Taiwanese player, but introducing first, down by 1, on the bottom left of Everdream LE, it is our red Zerg, GogojOey. And his opponents, here on the top right instead, looking for the victory, looking to join Rex there into the qualifying slots. It is gonna be our blue Zerg from Taiwan, Yoger. So what has been the story so far in these games? It feels like for Yoger, well, on that last match, he was just able to stem the tide in so many ways. GogojOey trying to play antics, but in all honesty, it just wasn't enough. Yoger able to do everything he can and more. On that game though in Submarine, it really just felt like for Yoger, he was just able to kinda basically do all he can and more. I'm just trying to remember the map. So yeah, Yoger won at Submarine. And from what I remember on Submarine, it really was just that situation wherein he was just able to stem the tide so much of GogojOey. It really was a very very interesting class there on Deathaura though. It was just the fact that he kind of floated on all those minerals that he couldn't really do anything with it, and that was where he faltered. So overall in the series, I'd say Yoger might have the edge based on these past 3 games. It's kind of obvious because he has the match point right now, but from the past 2 games, it feels like Yoger has kind of moved on into a different gear, and GogojOey is still trying to keep up in a different way. All I'm saying for GogojOey though, he's more creative, that's for sure. How he played Golden Wall was nothing short of big brain. That was very very intelligent, and in so many ways. That was very very smart, and oh, that's a little bit of lag spike because GogojOey probably lagging out again. Can't move. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It really goes to show that for GogojOey, he's been having internet issues all day, and apparently it's been hampering him today. But let's go back to me real quick, as we are looking to see if GogojOey is gonna be a-okay. All I gotta say is for GogojOey, if he can bring in that creativity, it can really go a long way. But it seems like he is ready to go, and we are gonna be back into the action. And there we go again, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, for GogojOey, like I said, creativity on Golden Wall, but it's just the attacks there from Yoger, a little too much to handle. How he used those mutalists there, how he pushed with the roaches and the ravagers was a little too much, and GogojOey was always on the back foot. Now, I'd love to see for GogojOey would to be onto the front foot instead. I'd love to see him the one ahead, because from the past 3 games, even though Deathaura, it hasn't him been really in the lead per se. So yeah, Yoger gonna be going for third base, GogojOey doing the same. We are gonna be in for a macro haul here unless someone gets punished for their greediness. And in a scenario like this, for GogojOey, he just wants to make sure that he can really bring in the fight, go for a potential reverse sweep after winning that first one. He has to win the next 2 in a row. He has to win this one. He has to win whatever map number 5 is going to be. And in a scenario like this, Metabolic Boost is going to be coming online very soon for both sides. Baneliness are going to be there, and we are going to be seeing a classic CVC in this one. Mirror matchup into the finest. It's going to be all about Links and Banes. It's all going to be about speed, killing anyone and everyone. And oh no, for Yoger though, he has to really defend this because GogojOey is getting a third pretty much for free. Here we go though with more and more of these units, and GogojOey forced back on away. Kind of scaring Yoger there, but happily for Yoger, he's kind of ready to go. He's set up with as many Zerglings as possible. Metabolic Boost is already set, but it's still GogojOey unrelenting. And this is where GogojOey is trying to make an opportunity for himself. He's going for Surround right now. Yoger though will be retreating. And since Yoger is going for Banelings a little earlier than his opponent, as soon as these things show up, GogojOey is going to be saying, okay, never mind, I'm not even going to bother for this one for a little bit. Really has to be that surprise factor, and for GogojOey, at least he gets the scout on already. Now he has to do the same old thing. He's gonna be going for his own Banelings just to make sure that he has that potential to go for the bust. And it's not really about having Banelings per se. Of course they're absolutely huge, of course they're absolutely big for a matchup like this, but the whole fact of them existing just scares your opponent to the biggest degrees. Here we go though with the Queen right now getting hampered. Baneling gonna be only getting a little bit there. Yoger though has to bring in those Zerglings back into the fold, and in the meantime, it's GogojOey trying to go for a circumnavigation instead. Onto the natural, onto the maid we go! Really getting all the information that he wants and more. And into the middle right now, trying to get as much damage done. Bailey still giving chase, but without that speed, this is going to be very, very difficult. Drones though, trying to go for this round, really trying to get the entrapment on these Lings. And in the meantime, onto the natural we go again, continuing on, pushing, pulling, doing all they can and more. And in an instance like this though, it's still Yoger trying to play the Cold War here. The fact that he has these Banelings in position kind of scares GogojOey off from really committing. At the same time though, for GogojOey, he's just circumnavigating it with sleuthing. He's just playing covert ops all the way everywhere and anywhere. And in a scenario like this, it feels like for GogojOey, this is finally time for him to get the lead that he's been looking for. In terms of army, it's Yoger desperate to get for the commitment on. He has gotten in the Roach Warren. He's still on triple hatcheries though, no lair tech. So these roaches are gonna be kind of slow transitioning over to the other side of the map. This will give time for GogojOey to get the army, to get the spine crawlers that he's looking for, since he does have that war crew lead. But the problem here is this third base is pretty exposed to all the numbers right now. These banelings are looking very, very scary, and this is where Yoger truly shines. When he's looking for punishment, when he's looking to really just put himself back up in the lead, he has such an imposing force to do it. These roaches though, looking for a way in, sees a natural, decides to go for it instead, not go for the third, which is really, really interesting. It makes sense though, since these spiners are going in line. There we go with the banelings getting bursted down though, and that is just basically these spiners getting torn asunder yet again. Roaches now in position. GogojOey trying to go for the two-prong attack on both sides. Ramp gameplay again for GogojOey, absolutely essential for him to get his defensive victory. That should be enough here for GogojOey to hold the line. Yoger though in the meantime moving over to the north side instead, using confusions there from our Hong Kong player. But in the meantime, it's still Yoger trying to bring things along. The baneling trying to go for the roach, still saying no, never mind. Yoger in the meantime using that baneling instead to just be a blockade. And this is what we were talking about. This third base can get hampered quite a lot, but that natural attack not really panning out well for Yoger. Can he actually get these banelings to hit anything substantial? That's gonna be the real question, because GogojOey is bringing in more and more of the army. And if our red Zerg can hold this angle, he might be able to go for the punish very, very soon. Yoger running out of opportunities, running out of units. Here comes GogojOey, even going for a surprise baneling there, but doesn't get the catch. Really feels like though Yoger is overexerting his welcome, and just going for that natural of all things rather than that third base really goes to show that just not the best engagement there. That funnel, a little too much to handle, and I do understand why he wanted to go for the bust onto these buildings, onto the spine crawlers, but in the end, GogojOey just given an opportunity to get those 3 hatcheries for the reinforcements, and that is all she wrote. In any case though, we still got Yoger right now, getting more and more of these bases. Here we go, we have the Zerling still onto the south side again, and for GogojOey spreading things out like butter. Roaches again in position. We do have the southwest side being covered by all of this and more. And in the meantime, well, more and more of these roaches as well in position. In essence though, we are finally going to get lair tech here for GogojOey, and interesting enough, apparently you know, things upload sometimes, and that is how it really is sometimes. But in any case, we're going to be looking to see what is going to be next on the list, because all around the map, it feels like all of these banelings are just being deterrents rather than real fuse users. And in a situation like this, it feels like we are going to be going into a map 1 affair, because both of these players right now are just so evenly matched. Both of these players are just so knowledgeable of one another. Looking at that match history, they've had experience. I wouldn't be surprised if they do scrim against each other as well. But you know, in a tournament, no holds bar, everything is good and willing to go, and having that experience against your opponent does go a long way in terms of habits, in terms of preferred builds and all the like. In a situation like this though, we are going to be finally getting the spire here for GogojOey. He's gone 3 base, getting that forts. What is the play though here for Yoger? Adding out that roach, Evo Chamber gonna be into play. Wouldn't be surprised to see him actually go for the Hydra route into this one. But for GogojOey, he's getting hampered by these Zerglings, sending those banelings instead to defend, and those will just get on bursting again. It's not really a worthwhile trade there, the handful of Zerglings versus the banelings that kind of cost a little more, but you know, a defense is defense, and that's very quick to get rid of those Zerglings to begin with. Anyway, +1 right now for our missiles. Carapace gonna be next on the list though for GogojOey. A little more scouting, and I wouldn't be surprised if he uses those to just buy time for himself to get those mutas in position. Now we saw earlier on he used these overlords to move around the map as much as possible, and to basically make sure that he would get that Nidus network intel in the first place. In a scenario like this though, it's the GogojOey trying to get that micro on. We got Ravagers right now from Yoger, as well as these Roaches. And this is a big number. Seems like though, you know, Tunneling Claws being a little more popular in ZVZs nowadays for a few niche builds here and there. And for Yoger, he's going to be doing that immediately. On the other side though, GogojOey with all these mutas. And what is the anti-air right now though for Yoger? That's kind of going to be the problem here for Yoger. If he has no way to really deal with those mutas, even though he has a big army, it's going to be a race against time. It's going to be a base race with all the Roaches and the Ravagers that he has. And unless he hits them with those Biles, it will just be free damage all throughout. But as I say that, it's still a scary army. In all honesty, this is a big army here from Yoger. He has 132 in supply. He's almost at 200. GogojOey cannot build anything else after all of this because of all that supply blockades. And here comes the mutants, so in position again. Tunnelling Claws right now gonna be trying to split up that arm a little bit, but Yoger gonna be just walking into the bulk of the ground there from GogojOey. In the meantime, these mutants still giving chase, doing all they can and more, and looking for as much impunity, as much damage as possible. Potency is abound. This is going to be the Ravager right now going down. And this is what exactly I was talking about. It's really just these mutas getting free damage all through all, doing all they can and more, and then some, because it is just absolutely free, absolutely potent. Anything they want to do, they can do in a situation like this. And these are the roaches right now going for the fight that they have been looking for again. On the low ground they stay, and these roaches try to find 2 against 2, 1 against 1. Card game gonna be into play right here, right now. The mutant's gonna be trying to go for the brawl. Hydra's gonna with the reinforcements there, but on the north side as well as the south side, it feels like it's GogojOey with the advantage. Does he have the upgrade advantage? Yes, he does. He has that +2, and you can really see the quality and the quantity into play here. With the Mutalist also into play, that's extra DPS on, and that is just everything Yoger has, getting torn asunder by the acid spits. GogojOey, just going, gone. Doing all he can and more, and then some. And it really just goes to show the potency here from our Hong Kong side. He is now up by a substantial lead, 134 army to 54. And as soon as these reinforcements come, as soon as Yoger knows what is coming his way, that has to be basically game, set, and match. All about DPS right now, all about making sure everything is going to be fine and dandy. Here we go though with the roaches again from Yoger onto the ground. And at the very least, our Blue Zerg is going to be able to stem the tide. But as soon as GogojOey regroups, recoups, and gets everything back into the action, you can see the 200 is just lurking in the shadows, making sure that this is going to happen this time soon. CVZ, all about numbers sometimes, all about value, and in a situation like this, it really is just that quality, even though that's +2 for both sides, it really is just going to be all about GogojOey right now, making sure everything is happening. So that +2 on the weaponry for both sides there, and we have that +1 actually on the carapace as well, but hey, for GogojOey, he's just in position to break everything, and GG is called. GogojOey now tying things up, and we are going to get another situation, but we are going into a map number 5. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We never end with what we do. We never end with what we have. And oh my, it really just goes to show for GogojOey. He will not give up. He will not surrender. He will make sure that he is in this game, no matter the consequences, no matter the technical issues. And hey, 2 game 5s indeed. That's just very interesting. That's all I gotta say about that. But victory will go over to our Hong Kong side this time. You're just gonna make sure that that is gonna work out there. And apparently our 5th map is gonna be something we haven't seen as of yet all throughout the day. It was also one of our bans, and hey, it also shares the same name as a 3rd map there in an aspect. And our map of choice will be Pillars of Gold LE. So Pillars of Gold, something interesting about it is you have those high ground expansions that you can do, actually 4 high ground expansions, and then you can start going to the low ground, you can start pushing on, and it feels like it's really just plateau warfare in check. Now this does mean that our bans here are, there are bans by this point in time. We got Deathaura, we do have Eternal Empire actually surprisingly banned, which I would expect to be a map that many would play in the first place in a set like this. And we're just making sure that all of our casters are into play. And we also did not see Ice and Chrome, I believe. Yeah, so this is gonna be, we're gonna be able to show our bans now finally, ladies and gents. And yeah, Eternal Empire gone, Ice and Chrome gone. Instead we were getting Pillars of Gold. And you know what I see from Pillars Gold as well as Ice and Chrome, it kind of is similar in a way. The thing about Pillars of Gold though, it really is more of that plateau warfare on the other side here for Ice and Chrome. It just is that decision on where to really expand, what direction to really expand. And for Pillars of Gold, I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that hugging, more of that making sure that you can really stay on that high ground, but it is very, very tempting to go on the low ground instead, get that third, because it's a lot closer to defend. So it really goes to show what kind of setup you want in the first place, because it's really front facing, and if you take that expansion that is closest to your opponent on the high ground, it really just means you might be going for the aggression. You can also do the same on the low ground, but hey, you know, it's all about conjunction. It's all about making sure that you find the flow that you're looking for, and it is now finally time, guys, to get into game number 5. We are all tied up 2-2. We have gotten 5 maps from both best of 5s, and this is gonna be the last game of the night. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here, and now we are here in our last match. And we are going to be seeing what DreamHack's Masters Summer 2020 Open Qualifier number 1 of the Taiwan-Hong Kong region. And what is it all about? This is part of the ESL Pro Tour. And hey, it's been a pleasure to be casting you guys this one, but introducing first on the top right. He has gotten the comeback he's looking for on that last map, and he is looking for that slot. It's our red Zerg, GogojOey. And in the meantime, here on the bottom left, the man with the streak in the middle, he got game number 2 and number 3, and he's looking to make sure that 2 + 3 = 5, and that can be the sum of his all parts to get his 3rd map win. It's our Taiwanese blue Zerg, Yoger. And this match has been one for the books, ladies and gentlemen. This match has been absolutely huge, and all I gotta say is big kudos to both our players for really bringing all they can and more. They have been very, very fun to watch. They have been very, very fun to commentate. And in all honesty, I honestly expected this whole match to go a lot, well, shorter per se. I honestly expected this whole match to go this whole bracket rather to go a lot shorter than the time it did, but we have gone in for a long haul, a 4.5 hour stream basically in 2 parts, and hey, we'll be seeing how far we can actually get into this one. But in the meantime, we'll be looking to see how this is all going to be unfolding, because for Yoger, he basically does get that second base. He has his hatchery already placed, he has his pool already placed, and what does GogojOey have? He's going to be looking to get that metabolic boost as well, but he did commit onto the hatchery a little earlier, so he will be able to get more workers into this one. Now looking around on the map of Pillars of Gold, like I said, on the low ground it's a lot more defensible in terms of reinforcements, but in terms of position it's really, really out there. It does have some natural funnels, but it also does lead you out in the open here onto the ramp. So yeah, I think mid control might be something that might be in the cards here for a map like this. In the meantime though, Yoger deciding to go for 3 hatcheries instead. He just wants to play economy, guys. He just wants to make sure that he understands where his opponent is. He loses Zergling there, but it doesn't really matter because GogojOey has these 2 queens in position. And for GogojOey, he's expecting a little more of that aggression again from Yoger, and he is going to be setting up a little bit of that wall already. Evo Chamber and Roach Warren there. 3 bases here for Yoger. And if Yoger realizes this, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to go for a macro focus instead. He can potentially just save up that money, save up everything he has and more. For GogojOey though, looking to make sure that he can get the push on, shut down those Zerglings as much as possible. And hey, in a setup like this, it really just goes to show how everything can really pan out for both of these players. +1 right now going online for GogojOey. Seems like he's going to be looking to play that standard melee upgrade to try and really maximize the potential of those links. Might be into the cards to go for some links and roaches very, very soon. Wouldn't be surprised to see him actually get that Spire again, because we have seen a lot of success in the ZVC for both series so far with those flyers. In any case though, for Yoger, he still has that 3rd base but really not doing anything with it. Going for a little bit of reinforcements here and there. He's actually committing onto 14 Zerglings right now, and will be having that Roach Warren as well. He does set up that standard wall at the same time, but it really feels like for GogojOey, he's a lot more reinforcing his opponent. He's getting more quality out of his bases. He's using actually both gas into this one, which means he is going to be looking to save a little bit up to get that Spire, and to get Mutas very, very soon. So this is what I was talking about. So He is getting that melee upgrade. I'm not surprised whatsoever that he's going for Spire, but the really interesting thing to note is he's only on 2 base right now. So these Mutalisk numbers aren't really going to be too big. The Roach Warren is part of the wall and is also a deterrent to say, oh, I can actually build Roaches at any time, just for your information. So this does mean for GogojOey, he is going to be getting his 3rd base now. A little later than usual, I believe. He do want to pretty much go for the Spire and the Hatchery kind of at the same time, but in a scenario like this, he's not going to get this 3rd base up and running whatsoever. He has to go for the cancel right now, but he's a little too busy into the forefront, and there you go, unable to get cancel. It's 300 minerals going down the drain, and only on 2 bases, a big hurting. Yoger really just headbutting his way to victory. He just wants to get on through, and he has to force out the defense here from GogojOey. GogojOey in the meantime, microing his macro, putting up these Evo Chambers again to get in the way. Here we go with the Muta, still gonna be good reinforcements to make sure that this is gonna be a sustainable defense. But another Evo Chamber goes down. We have 4, we have 5 Evo Chambers into the game, ladies and gentlemen. But Yoger knows he is gonna be hungry for this aggression. But in all honesty, just the amount of reinforcements, the Queens in behind, doing all they can for GogojOey to hold the line. So well played there to GogojOey. He survives to really clash out for this qualifying slot. But in all honesty, it's filled for Yoger because he's able to get the macro in behind 53 workers right now versus 41. And you see Mutas, but you know your opponent is forced to stay on 2 base. So that just basically means you're going to be able to defend really well with your own cycles of units into the future. But something to note that it has to be Yoger doing it right now because GogojOey with that metabolic boost just running on in again. There we go with the Zerlings trying to get the chomps on as much as possible. Drones looking to relocate to the 2nd base, and this might be time for GogojOey to try and, well, get the punish onto this 3rd hatchery existing in the first place. He wasn't able to expand earlier on, but Yoger bringing in these Queens. Can this Queen survive though? No distribution coming online there, but overall, it's still gonna be a defense here for the Blue Zerg, and for GogojOey, at least this buys him space to get this 3rd up and running. So we continue on with the action. And neither side deciding to go that high ground. It really does feel like the closer distance is gonna be a lot more suited for our Zerg players. Especially since you want to be connecting that creep in the first place. It also feels very defensive because when you go for the high ground, you're pushing towards your opponent, and when you stay onto the north and south side respectively, it does mean that you are just hanging back, looking to defend, looking to go for the macro. And I fully expect that from Yoger because he went for that 3rd hatchery early. For GogojOey in the meantime, it feels like he just wants to get that economy on, so he isn't really stuck on Mulas, and that is it. But with 14 Mulas into play, that is looking really scary. These bats are just out here, out now, to make sure that they can get a punish on everything they can and more. Queen will of course go down. Drones have already been felled as well, +1 though coming online here for Yoger. But for GogojOey, can he actually get Sano down on the hatchery? Yes he does, forcing Yoger to have to rebuild that one. In the meantime though, for GogojOey, again having to defend this 3rd base has been the bane of his existence. But in the meantime, he's just really sending these Mutas to get as much value as possible. And hey, in these qualifiers, this is really one of the few times I see these Mutas get so much value in the first place. Now Mutas are very good harassing units, but to the point of, well, what we have seen so far in this tournament, it really just goes to show what Muta control can really do to a proper scene. For now though, it's GogojOey really just putting on the hurt here onto the lair. So many Mutas, it is just a little too much to handle by this point in time. 19 right now, flying on the round. GogojOey right now taking that fort to go for the aggressive play. And for Yoger, it really is hurting. He still has that worker lead. He is on a ground-based composition, but he doesn't really have any answers so far to the Mutalist. He is going to be going for Corruptors into this one. And in the meantime, it's still going to be that, well, it's just going to be that burrow play again with the Tunneling Claws. Yoger going to be going to that main base, and on the other side though, these Mutas are in position to really defend. And in all honesty, just for Yoger, popping out right now will mean this might be a one-way trip through many of these units. On the other side though, it's already a Zerling run on by, so overall it's still GogojOey with the advantage. He did lose 7 drones, yes, but he already felled 5, and the fact of the matter with the Zerlings is very cheap and kind of cost effective in an instance like this. Yoger is the one committing a lot more. What did he do to do the same thing that GogojOey did? Tunneling Claws, Burrow, Roaches would cost mineral and gas, and GogojOey is happy to say, I'm just gonna do the standard run-in, and that is just basically it. More value for GogojOey, Worker count almost even. Double the army. I wouldn't be surprised right now if this is gonna be the coup de grace here, the killing blow from GogojOey, as it is now time to bring the Mutalist Ball into fray. But Yoger in the meantime having 7 of these Corruptors to try and defend against this one. Overseers though looking to get in position to try and get a little bit of attacking action on. And for GogojOey, again, this is the best thing he could really do right now, is find these small opportunities here and there, defending now on the north-hand side, as 4 of these drones have already gone down thanks to the efforts here of the Lynx. It really feels like for Yoger, he's just not able to spot it, and that's not time to go for the crippling blow here. You know, your economy is just built on the working class, and this is now time for GogojOey to really go for the hunt, as many drones as possible, going for the duel against the Corruptors as well, but it's now time to damage this lair as much as possible as well. Corruptors though with a star step action, trying to go in and around, going for as many shots as possible, and by star step I mean stutterfly. Just keep on turning, keep on using those attack animations to the best degree, but with this main base losing out on the production, it's high time here for GogojOey to go for the killing blow. It's now time for these mutants to get the push on over, bouncing it around on the Spore Crawl as more and more of these Corruptors going down, and this might be game, set, and match. GogojOey, one of the best that Hong Kong has to offer, is looking for the qualifying slot, and this might be game, set, and match here, ladies and gentlemen, because these mutants on the south side forces out that GG, and GogojOey is our second slot qualifier. We are done for the night, and we have gotten the victory for both GogojOey as well as Rex. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have had 2 amazing best of 5s in this set, in this first qualifier, and that's the ridiculous part about it. This is the only first qualifier, and it really just goes to show that the level of competition in the Taiwan, Japan, Hong Kong scene is just so much. Well played. Well played, well played. An amazing set. And that is absolutely tiring. So let's go at that map real quick. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. GG, well played. Holy crap, that was a great one, to say the least. But GogojOey taking maps 1, 4, and 5. Apparently, you know, 1 plus 4 also equals to 5. So either way, the math will check out. And that is 3 victories there for GogojOey. But for Yoger, he has proven that he is really one of the best in the scene here in the region. And I really wouldn't be surprised to see him move on into the next qualifier if he does sign up for it. But I've seen from both Rilakuma, aka, what's his name again? Mystery Man, or, yeah, Rilakuma or Mystery Man. And here for, well, here for Yoger, it really just goes to show that if they can really bring their opponents to the limit, I really wouldn't be surprised to see them be the ones move on into either qualifier 2 number and qualifier number 3. So that is a lot of implications coming into that one, and we will be looking to bring you guys that one on Thursday for qualifier 2 and Saturday on qualifier 3. But overall, GogojOey just had me to control, especially on the last 2 maps, making a big difference. Yoger had no real answer, didn't go for the Hydras there. And in the end, that is just basically it. For GogojOey, it kind of looked dicey on the defense, but in all honesty, when he's put in a scenario where he is on a dicey defense, he is just able to clutch it out. And even though in maps 2 and 3, he wasn't able to win out through his antics, this time on Everdream and as well as Pillars of Gold, he just had the bigger army, he just had the proper comp, he had the proper numbers to make his things work out. And in the end, he is going to be one of our 2 qualifiers. So big congratulations there to Rex as well as GogojOey. So we have 3 Taiwanese players right now, as well as 1 from Hong Kong. They do join Has and Nice into the participants of the main event of all of this. And that is going to be unfolding on the 24th to the 28th, which is going to be really interesting. A lot of things happening right now, and this is the only first one, guys. I'm going to be doing the Hong Kong, Taiwan side. I know so many other players, so many other members doing so many different regions. We got NA, we got EU, we got Latin America, we got China, and hey, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a tiring endeavor for so many of our casters, and all I gotta say to them is absolute kudos for everyone who has really volunteered into this set. But now it is going to be time to bid us adieu. Thank you guys for checking out my stream here, my coverage of the Taiwan-Hong Kong qualifier. I'm really looking to see what else I can be bringing to the DreamHack StarCraft 2. Masters Summer 2020 qualifier scene, and it has been a fun time. I've been Dax. If you guys want to check out my socials, they are down below. And of course, I do stream here many different games, including FPS as well as card games, all the like to cast them out. But you know, StarCraft 2 has been something I really love since well, StarCraft itself. I've been loving it since I was a kid. I don't really like being competitive in it because it kind of stresses me out to that degree. But watching it is one of my pastimes in life. And hey, that's what it's all about, being passionate and making sure that you can really say that these players deserve all the success they have. But we are going to be calling it quits. We are going to be calling it at night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been fun. It's been great. And this has been the Taiwan Hong Kong qualifier.